What's happening?
We're choking out right now. We are stuck on the side of the road. We're at a rest stop right now. Today is a complete washout. The problem is the location of this campground.
One of these days it's going to be exciting to tell you about a trip that nothing went wrong, but it's not this one.
Wonderful morning, guys. We're all hooked up. We have a long trip, guys, over 2,000 miles. I'm going to break this up over 2 segments because we don't want to bore you. We have about 2 weeks we're going to be at. But the first thing we want to show you, and before people comment that we know this is not level, it's because the liquid spring is not leveled out yet. But we have our NSA tow bar. They actually called us up. I don't know if you remember, this was rated, I believe, for 8,000 pounds. Then they had some issues. They brought it down to 6,500 pounds, but they have since redone these arms. You can see they're much thicker than what we had. So this is the first time out. This is back to being rated at 8,000 pounds. So like I said, once we start driving, the liquid spring will level out. This will kind of be nice and level. We're super excited. We're headed to Ohio first, then 3 days down to Kentucky, and then we're headed down to Nashville. If you remember, we were supposed to go to Nashville in 20, right before COVID. We had to cancel it. So it's been on our bucket list for a while, and we're finally getting there. We're choking out right now. Very similar to what happened the last time with the electrical.
It will turn on?
Yeah, it's the fuel. It's the same shit. There's no fuel getting to the motor. So if you didn't figure it out, we were stuck on the side of the road. We're at a rest stop right now, about 35 miles from home on Route 80. We were able to get it here. Remember last year we had an issue with the electrical to the fuel pump module, which we had really left us stuck a bunch of times, towed. Nobody could figure this out. Eugene, the one mechanic who we did figure it out, he ran the dedicated fuse line to the fuel pump module.
One of these days it's going to be exciting to tell you about a trip that nothing went wrong, but it's not this one. And it continues. So we stopped at a rest stop before, just to, Mother Nature was calling. Turned the RV off, went to turn it back on, and what happened?
Battery's dead.
Well, luckily you knew that right away.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense. I have a booster that I carry, and it boosted it. I don't know why. I mean, I left the air on. It was 10 minutes. That shouldn't happen. And the battery's not old because I think I changed it out last year or a year and a half. So anyway, that's not that big of a deal. But we have about 20 minutes or so before we finally get to our final destination.
Today.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit a local auto parts store, try to get that fuel pump module. We're having one shipped to our final location, which we will mention in the second part of this series. But I want to carry one on board just in case.
Happy Saturday morning! We are just pulling out of Cracker Barrel in Copley, Ohio, and we're headed this morning down to, again, hopefully I'm saying this right, somebody will correct me, I'm sure if I don't, Salvisa, Kentucky. We're going to Cummins Ferry RV campground down there, which is supposed to be really nice. We're going to be there for a few days, then we're shooting on down to our main destination. Very interesting night, guys. It only got more interesting after the whole fiasco on the highway yesterday. It's getting to the point where we get into the RV and we start praying that we're going to make it to our destination. So I'm going to let Izzy just tell you a little bit about what happened. It never ends.
It's always Ford. Every light of ours is a Ford related thing. So we talked about the fuel pump module. We replaced that. I tried to find another one. We have one on order. It's going to be sent, but like MJ said, like one goes out. This was actually not a brand new one I replaced it with. It was the original one that we replaced it with. So, they should last, but it's always in the back of your mind. We get to Cracker Barrel, park, shut off, and for whatever reason I tried to turn back on, dead. Motorhome's dead, will not turn on. Tried to boost it, yeah, right, nothing. There's no power, there's no 12 volt, like nothing is working. I have no idea, right? The booster's not working, nothing's working. I take the battery out, I think maybe his battery's shot. I think I explained it. Did I explain that yesterday?
I think you did. It's all a blur.
Yeah, but this battery's only 1.5 years old. It's a die-hard platinum. I had, always try to put the best in. 1.5 years. So I take it to the enemy, which is AutoZone, right across the street. They're like, oh, that's you should take that to Advanced Auto Parts. That's theirs. I'm like, I just went there. can you test it for me? He tested, he's like, no, this is putting out 1,000 amps. Like, this battery's good. So we cleaned the terminals, a little bit of corrosion, not much. Clean all the terminals up. I come back, I clean the terminals on the connections, tighten the connections down really good on the battery, tighten everything back up. Now, mind you, this is probably an hour and a half later, so everything is cooled down. I tell MJ, and it's pouring, like downpouring. Thank God I had rain gear. This morning, fired up, no problem. So this is a process of elimination. We have a long drive. We're not going to shut anything off until we get to our destination in Kentucky. Once we pull into our spot, shut it off, try to turn it back on. If it doesn't turn on, the same thing happens, then I know it's probably the solenoid on the starter. And that's a relatively easy fix. We could fix that probably at our last destination, get that taken care of. But man, Ford, oh my God, these guys are killing me with their parts. We finally made it to Salvisa,
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Sure.
Cummins Ferry Resort Campground.
Commons Ferry RV Resort and Campground.
Yeah.
And now, unlike our last campground review that we did, this is an actual resort.
This is an actual resort. It's really nice.
It's really nice.
We're backed out right onto the Kentucky River here, and we have an awesome site, concrete pad, gravel. What's really, really nice is when you come to a resort, you don't want to damage the site, and we're able to level very quickly because of our RV snap pads. And RV snap pad, if you don't already know, it is a permanent jack pad that you put on your leveling feet. We absolutely love them. They're made out of 100% recycled material, made here in the USA.
Some of the great things about RV snap pads, you have permanent jack pads installed at all times, so no on and off. It's going to give you that increased stability that you're looking for. It's going to give you added protection for your jack feet from bending or damage. Definitely reduce slipping or sinkage when you stay at harvest hosts and things like that if you're on grass. And it's going to give you protection from indirect lightning strikes.
We absolutely love ours. We have the original pair since we bought Nelly 5 years ago. That's one of the things that has not broken on our motorhome. If you are interested in a set, they have them for motorhomes, fifth wheels, trailers, truck campers,
everything.
All different ones. Just go to their website, put what kind of levels you have on there, and you'll figure out what you need. And specifically for our customers, if you use the discount code
Endless10,
you will get 10% off of your purchase. So we absolutely love ours. We'll put the link down below.
It's a beautiful Sunday morning in Kentucky. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's beautiful here.
We have the Kentucky River right behind us. As you can see, don't hide from the camera.
Isn't it gorgeous? It is so beautiful. So our campsite is right on the river. So we look out our bedroom window and we can see the river. Oh, just pulled in yesterday afternoon. It was kind of a hectic afternoon getting in, getting set up. So now we're really just able to enjoy, and the weather is beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah, we have a couple days here. We're going to go into town to Harrodsburg.
You say it different.
I don't know how we're saying it.
I think it's Harrodsburg. Put below if we're saying that wrong.
That's a nice town. We're also about 30 minutes from Lexington, but I don't think we're going to drive up there. But so far, we're really enjoying this campground.
Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful campground. And we have a separate review that we did on this. We'll link that above. It's definitely a campground you're going to want to check out. I think it's up there in one of our favorites. It's just clean. It's a really nice place to stay. All right, guys, it's sticker time. This is very exciting. The next place we're going, we don't get a sticker because we've been there already. So let's get Kentucky on the map. And again, in the comments below, hang on, let me focus first.
We keep, this is for all eternity here.
Hang on, I gotta get this corner. The corner is important.
Squeeze out the air bubbles. Nice.
Now, for those of you that do sticker maps, put in the comments below, do you have to stay a night in there or can you just pass through? Everybody has different rules. What are yours? We're in downtown Harrodsburg now. Hope we're saying that okay. Let us know if we're not.
Nobody's out on Sunday.
Dead. So Kentucky,
Ghost
apparently
town.
this area is closed on Sundays, except a couple restaurants. We came because it's supposed to be nice today and tomorrow's not. So we were going to do some shopping and look around. Everything's closed. So if you're from Kentucky, let us know why that is. Even like the theater, there's a theater over here, but it's really cool. They have a lot of different stores. So if you do come during the week, I think it would be better. And they have a lot of shows over at the theater.
Yes.
And I was reading reviews on the pizza place and it said apparently it gets really hopping around here. Like right now it's a ghost town.
Yes.
Now we just left, was it down?
A bug just went in my ear. Coming from New Jersey, New York area to Kentucky for pizza, you might be a little disappointed.
That was our mistake. But there wasn't much open here. There was a Mexican place and that. So we just wanted to give local business, patron the local business.
Yeah, and it was crowded in there. There were a lot of people. I think because it's one of the few places that are open right now.
This looks like a cool place, but
It really
it's just
does.
nobody here right now.
So Jason was at the pool, and Izzy told me that he was with some girl or looking at some girl, and he's coming back now. I was going to go try to get some video. Let's see if there was a love connection. Just for fun. Let's see what happened. So here he is. I'm going to put this back. Did you have fun?
Yes, it was very awesome.
Did you meet anybody?
What do you mean? What?
Did you meet anybody?
What?
Any, girls your age? No?
There was a girl there. Ah.
And?
She's in college, I think.
Oh, well, you're almost there.
Today is a complete washout. Raining really hard last night, this morning. Pretty much all of today is going to be raining. The problem is, well, it's not a problem, but it's just what it is. The location of this campground is not very good for internet. So we have zero signal, AT&T, zero signal, Verizon. The campground does have Starlink internet, but it's pretty slow. And we have a YouTube channel and we need to do some work. So MJ and Jason are gonna stay back. I'm actually gonna go out into town. I have a hotspot with me and I'll be doing some uploading and some downloading. I also got to pick up a couple of things. I'm going to try to find a fuel pump module if I can. We do have one on order. It should be shipped to the campground. Hopefully we could salvage a little bit of this day, maybe later on. It's supposed to slow down a little bit, but right now it's just coming down pretty good.
We got the pool to ourselves. That's what happens when they say it's going to thunderstorm all day, then it doesn't, and people either leave or just hang out in their RVs, and then you get the pool to yourself.
Well, they call for rain all day, and it's sunny out, and the rain's gone. So the day has been saved. The Blackstone's out for the first time. We're gonna do veggie burgers, Impossible burgers, fries, onion rings, salad. The campground is very quiet, and we're gonna make the most of our last day here. So the relaxing part of the trip is over. This was the slow-moving, relaxing section. Now we're headed into the adventure part of the trip. So we're just closing up shop here in Kentucky. We got about a 3-hour drive. We're headed to Planet Fitness. We can't check in until a little bit later today, so it's 7:30 in the morning. I know MJ mentioned that. A lot of people have questions. How much does it cost to travel in a motorhome, gas motorhome? So from our home in New Jersey to Akron, Ohio, and then to this location, 782 miles. So far in fuel, $376 in fuel. So probably round trip, we're gonna be about $1,000 just in fuel. Kind of gives you a little bit of a baseline on what something like this costs to operate just in fuel. Something like that is going to be even more expensive. So we're looking forward to the main part of this trip. We do have a very big announcement at that location, that main part of the trip. You're gonna wanna subscribe because this one's gonna be exciting. In the comments below, let us know what kind of RV trip do you like? Do you like the quiet relaxation? Do you like the adventure? Or like this vacation, do you want a little bit of both? Also, be sure to tune in for part 2 of this because we are not even a quarter of a way through in our road trip. Also, if you like videos like this, to the left of us, we'll put an RV vlogs playlist. I'm gonna put an RV newbies playlist because a lot of stuff we go over here that newbies might find interesting. And for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.